Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to share two pictures showing the tomb of the prophet Jonah in Mosul, Iraq. The first shows Jonah's tomb as it looked for centuries prior to last week. The second shows the site after it was destroyed by ISIS last week. Thousands of years of biblical cultural history were erased in a matter of moments by Islamist terrorists. This ancient site had once been the location of a church, then a mosque, famous for its architectural beauty, which stood there since the 14th century. The mosque of the prophet Yunus, built around Jonah's tomb, honored a figure who was sacred to Jews, Christians, and Muslims. Jonah, who was sent by God to preach repentance to the people of Nineveh, is the subject of the book in the Hebrew Tanakh, the Old Testament, and multiple passages in the Quran. While ISIS has targeted Christians for elimination in its destructive rampage through Syria and Iraq, this atrocity is offensive to Christians, but to all humanity. This is more than fundamentalism or extremism. It is nihilism. It is genocide. It is genocide of an entire people of faith in this region. The world should be outraged at the crime against our shared cultural heritage, including the Islam that ISIS claims to represent. ISIS destroys millennia of history by detonating an explosive charge and turning this ancient site of pilgrimage to rubble. However, it is not just biblical sites and Christian churches that are being targeted by ISIS for extermination. It is exterminating the Christian people of this region. The Christian people of this region are being exterminated. I want to share another picture. See the spray-painted symbol on the wall to the right of the gate? That is the Arabic word noon, which stands for Nasr, a pejorative name for Christians. They're singling out Christians. ISIS has been marketing the homes of Christians to symbolize their ultimatum: convert to Islam or die. Similarly, ISIS has used the word Ra for Rawavid, a slur against Shiites they also expelled from Mosul. This is the sixth time in a week that I've appeared on the floor to call to attention to the genocide that is taking place right before our eyes. The media is starting to pay more attention, but where is the Obama administration? It has to make protecting this ancient community a priority. It needs to encourage the Kurds to do more what they can to protect those fleeing ISIS and provide safe refuge. It needs to ensure that the resources going to the region, a portion, be guaranteed to help the Christian community. It needs to have the same courage as President Bush and former Secretary of State Colin Powell said when they called it genocide in Darfur, because this is genocide. For the sake of these communities and for the sake of the ancient, tangible heritage that is destroyed daily by ISIS in Iraq, President Obama must speak. President Reagan consistently made human rights and religious freedom a hallmark of American diplomacy. He famously described in the U.S. Constitution as a covenant we have not made only with ourselves, but with all of mankind. He understood that the promises enshrined in that document transcended time and place. There is no more urgent time and place to speak out than now, given what is happening to Christians and other religious minorities in Iraq. We are seeing during this Congress, where everyone here is serving, and during this administration, we are seeing the end of Christianity in Iraq, and soon we will see the end of Christianity in the Middle East, where it all began. I yield back the balance of my time.